What's up, everybody? Average Dwarf here, bringing you the lowlights from last night's stream. Yeah, you see a lot of streamers out there bringing you the highlights, not brew. I'm going to show you the good, the bad, the ugly, give you an honest look at what my experience is like trying to get to 3,400, and last night was mostly ugly. First up, we'll go ahead and brick my own key. This was my key. This was mostly a friend group. We're doing a seat 15, and things just got out of control during this poll. I'm in a bad position. I'm not healing very well. We got a caster in the back getting wild. I mean, this is just a wild. These things are going to happen. So you might think to yourself, you might ask, why are you putting some terrible Resto Druid gameplay up on the screen? Well, because I'm going to show you what it's like. What it's like out here trying to get to 3,400 as a Resto Druid who's never gone this high before. We got plenty of streamers out there that make very few mistakes, that stream very high keys, that maybe give the average WoW player a misconception of how difficult this game actually is. The website is called Average Dwarf. I consider myself an average player. A 15 seat is a hard key for me. If that makes me a bad player, okay. All right, this one is a wrap. There's no salvaging this key. I believe we vote to abandon after this. After we ran this key, we successfully timed a Nexus 15, which gave us a Skyreach 16. Which brings me to the most pressing issue facing the citizens of Azeroth today. And that is that we don't have Dwarf Druids. All right, I've been playing Resto Druid on and off for the better part of 2 decades. I finally made a Cold Tyrant because I got sick of being a Night Elf. But Dwarf Druids win. This is getting ridiculous. This is out of hand with the no Dwarf Druids. All I want to be is Dwarf. All I want to do is be a Dwarf that casts Hots. I mean, we could have Snow Leopard form. We could have Polar Bear form. We could have Snow Rabbit form. So many cool things could happen. We just all have to unite and petition Blizzard to get us our Dwarf Druids like we know we need. All right, we flashed 2 of the 4 brick Skyreaches on the screen while we were talking about the pressing issue of Dwarf Druids, but this has been my experience in Skyreach, with the exception of one that we completed for Vault because it wasn't clear that it was going to be a wipe until the trash before the last boss. With the exception of that one, getting beyond the second boss in Skyreach proved impossible for the pugs that I was in. I was making mistakes. Everybody was making mistakes. This is a much harder dungeon than I thought it would be, and it kind of came out of left field for me. When I'm just out there doing keys for Vault, Skyreach is a go-to. But all of a sudden, it feels like at the level 14 level, it becomes much more difficult than I thought it was going to be. So that's what's on the agenda for tonight. That's what's on the agenda for this week. I mentioned in yesterday's video, my last video, the 526 Average Dwarf update, that if I increase my rating only by 1 key per week, and I don't mean all keys, I mean of the 8 dungeons in the pool, if I just increase my rating on one of those dungeons every week, I will still get 3,400. This week, I already got a rating increase on Algathar Academy on Tuesday night. I'm going to push, probably spend the rest of my week on my Resto Druid outside of friend groups. If my friend group gets together and we time 5 more keys, sweet. My vault is full. But I will, if I'm playing solo, because I never know how the week's going to shake out. If I'm playing solo on my Resto Druid for the rest of the week, I will probably focus on trying to get a Skyreach 14. I'll watch a guide later, I'll find out exactly the things that I'm doing wrong to try to improve. Check back tomorrow, check back next week. We'll see if we get these resilient 14s. Thanks for watching. We've got videos coming. We've got more streams coming. Appreciate it if you like and subscribe. But either way, just thanks for checking me out. Thanks for making it this far.